The Forrestal Arnold Activity Center just set to get underway. Ronnie Jones going to throw it up, and the Trailblazers lose the opening tip. Trinity controls it. Left side, it's A.J. Anthony. We may try to share some of that post-game, that interview, the remaining of it, brought to you by Starian Financial. A little bit later on, appreciate both coaches talking to us. And an offensive rebound by Nick Lentz as the freshman from Oneida, South Dakota, had 4 points and 8 rebounds. He is one of the leading rebounders in the country, 6 boards a game. Dealt with it to Wesley Russell. He's the freshman point guard for Ohio Christian. To the right wing, DeLorean Glanton. Here's Kenny Cooper, another freshman for OCU. On the left baseline, it's Delph. Top of the key, Glanton thought about a three. Left wing, Glanton, 15-footer, no good. And the battle for the rebound ends up in the hands of Josh Delph. One guy missing right now for OCU is the senior Terrell Cumberland, not in this lineup right now. The first-team All-American has a tendency to get ill before big basketball games, and wonder if that may be the reason we don't see him right now. Muhammad Fall, second-team All-American, announced yesterday in the books with his first 2. He is a double-double machine for this Trailblazer team, averaging 17 points and 8 rebounds coming in. Left wing, Anthony, his 3 in and out, and the rebound back into the hands of Anthony. Rosario will set things up top of the key. Left wing, and Rohrbach. Rohrbach now to the baseline at Bighorn, who was sensational on Tuesday. Not sensational right there as he threw it behind the cutting Nick Lentz, and the turnover will give it back to OCU. Mikey Rosario found out on Tuesday, or yesterday, I beg your pardon. He too an All-American, second team. So 3 All-Americans in this game, and a double dribble going to be called on Wesley Russell, the true freshman point guard for Ohio Christian. Second quarterfinal game of the day here in the Forrestal Arnold Activity Center on the campus of Central Bible College. Rick Cooper and CCSN. It's great to have you with us. Winner of this game gets a dubious task of trying to tackle the 3-time defending champions tomorrow in this building. On the run, Glanton put it up and in. DeLorean Glanton, senior, the only Trailblazer from the city up north in the Buckeye State, from Cleveland, Ohio. Most of the Trailblazers from Columbus and south. A Bighorn went behind the back, and the ball went out of bounds. I was obstructed. Your referees today, Ronnie Jones, the ref, Art Moore, one of the umpires, and Dylan Brasher, the U2. 17:45 to play. Lob into Lentz, and he caught it and put it in. That's a mistake right there. And there's a long pass that was coming right towards us. Muhammad Fall to the other end, put it on the window, no good. Kenny Cooper had an offensive rebound, and the ball went out of bounds. Lost it to Trinity. First-team All-American Cumberland back on the OCU bench. Fans may remember him from a season ago when he came to this national tournament and averaged 16 points. Right side, Rosario spun it up on the rim and in. Mikey Rosario, Trinity's leading scorer at 22 a game, and Curtis Christopher wants a timeout. He talked about it in his pregame interview, did Christopher, worried about a little bit of rust. It's been 12 games since OCU took the floor, and said, I may need to take a timeout, may see more turnovers than I'd like to see. And right now, Trailblazers don't look very sharp. Called a 30-second timeout here with 17:06 to play here in the first half. Today's game is brought to you by the McKnight Group, a national sponsor and a proud supporter of OCU Trailblazer basketball as well. They sponsored the pregame show, and you'll hear a lot from them throughout all of our broadcasts. They've been building dynamic churches for every community for more than 42 years. Whether it's a multi-sport activity center, colorful kid space, internet cafe, inspiring sanctuary, the folks at the McKnight Group can do it all. Visit McKnightGroup.com. Again, that website is McKnightGroup.com. 17 minutes to play in the half. Trailblazers trailing by 4. Cumberland does check in for OCU, and the southpaw got his first three-point attempt on the baseline. It came up short, but the ball went out of bounds off the Lions. It'll stay with OCU. To inbound the basketball is Cumberland. Left side, Russell. Left baseline, Cumberland, back to Russell. Muhammad Fall just inside that three-point line for OCU. Gets it to Cumberland, thought about a three. Instead, tried to go cross-court to Wesley Russell. Ball deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with OCU. 24 on the shot clock. 16:38 to play in the half. Right wing, Muhammad Fall, 17-footer, no good. And the rebound for Trinity. If you're TBC, you love Muhammad Fall shooting 17-footers. Fall, a good outside shooter, but the advantage for OCU underneath the basket. And if Fall can get some touches under there, the Lions in big trouble. Bighorn lost it. It's taken away by Delph. To the left wing, Russell. Got the step into the lane, put it on the rim, no good. And the rebound taken away by A.J. Anthony. Anthony on that right side tried to get it to Lentz and hit him right in the hands. Big fella was moving nicely towards the rim, and Anthony with a perfect pass, but couldn't bring it in. Turnover back to OCU. Muhammad Fall sits down for the Trailblazers as Kenny Cooper back in for him. And our first look at big 6'8" James Nelson, the junior from Dayton, Ohio. I don't know if there's a player in this championship that has progressed more than James Nelson from when he first arrived on the OCU campus. He has given Curtis Christopher 8 points and 7 rebounds off the bench. Left wing, Delph just hit a three. Junior from Centerville, Ohio, Josh Delph, has played much bigger minutes since the Trailblazers lost Mike Farrell to a torn MCL back on the 24th of January. Right side, Rosario with his second field goal, and the first team North Central Region performer and Nyack Player of the Year has 4 here early. Russell, Kenny Cooper, free throw line extended. Not sure what that was all about, but it worked as Cooper, kind of a shot or a lob, I have no idea, but it ended up in big James Nelson's hands, and Nelson cleaned up the trash. 9-8. Right baseline, Bighorn shows 3, now one dribble and fires. Side of the backboard, no good. Cumberland looking to run. Cumberland, little Mark Price runner is right there. First 2 for the senior from Hillsboro. Wasn't sure exactly what Terrell was going to do there, and the end result is his first field goal of the game. Cumberland averages 16 and 2 rebounds. Right wing, Rohrbach, his 3 no good, and rebound Russell lost it, and they're going to call a foul on Bighorn. Foul on Barry Bighorn is his first, and the team's first. Kenny Cooper will sit down as Muhammad Fall checks back in for him. Cooper sits down scoreless. Muhammad Fall returns with 2 points. 14:30 to play first half. The number 3 seed, Ohio Christian, champions of the Mideast region, wearing white with the blue numbers. And Trinity, champions of the North Central region after their upset win, I guess you would call it, over North Central in the visiting blue with the white numbers. Russell for 3, no good. Nelson, an offensive rebound. Little power dribble, and then James raised up and dropped it in. 2 quick field goals for the junior out of Dayton, Ohio. Put it down low. The guards tried to get a hand on it. Then Big James said, enough of that. And he raised up and muscled it up and in. Left side, it's David Rohrbach, junior from Aberdeen. Top of the key, Rosario. 1 dribble, tough shot. Nicely done by the junior from Fort Worth that head coach calls my go-to guy. Mikey Rosario. Nelson into the lane, and it's slapped out of his hands by Bighorn. It'll stay with OCU. And Jordan Knoll wants a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. And earlier today, number 2 Grace, a 102-76 win. The Tigers shot 57% for the game in that win. They shot 73% in the first half. So they advance to the round of 4. They will play the winner of this game. If you're listening in Circleville, that game would play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Is when we would get underway with that basketball game tomorrow night between number 2 Grace and OCU. If you're listening in Ellendale, I am assuming Ellendale on Central Time. Don't hold me to that, but it would be a 6 o'clock tip in Ellendale if the Lions pull this one out. Number 7 Hillsdale will take on the loser of this game tomorrow at 2 o'clock local time. 13:42 to play first half. Cumberland to inbound underneath his own basket. Cumberland looking, gets it back out to the point guard Wesley Russell, and Dylan Brasher doesn't like something. I think it's with the shot clock, and Ronnie Jones, the man in charge. The referee going to come to the table and sort everything out. 13:37 to play in the half. Trailblazers 13 and the Lions 10. Matchup of two of the region winners. One looking to punch their ticket to the Final Four. Left wing three, no good by Cumberland. Fall an offensive rebound. Fall lost it. Fall put it up, no, but he was fouled. And if it's on Barry Bighorn, that would be number 2. And instead, they're going to charge it to Nick Lentz, who is in there as well. First foul on Lentz. Second on the team. Muhammad Fall, as we said in the pregame, transfer from Cincinnati Christian, will step to the free throw line and shoot 2. First one, top of the backboard, came back down, no good. Fans of the NCCAA, you know that Cincinnati Christian used to be in this Mideast region as a Division II school. They left, when was it? After the 08 season. I think they took their men's basketball team up, and a couple women's sports followed the following year as Muhammad Fall splits a pair. And as we said in the pregame, Jamie Batten, the OCU assistant head coach, was actually the women's coach down at Cincinnati Christian for a couple years, and obviously had a relationship with Muhammad Fall to the point that when Batten decided to make the move back to OCU, Muhammad Fall followed suit. Anthony McDaniel, the junior out of Columbus, has checked in. That's his first, team first. 13-12 to play in the half. Ohio Christian by 4. 14-10 and a quick inbound. Tried to get it to Rosario, and the ball slapped out of bounds by DeLorean Glanton. Shot clock says 30. They're going to change it to 32. 14-10 Ohio Christian. A.J. Anthony will inbound after Dylan Brasher and the rest of the crew get this squared away. We'll see the number 1 overall seed later this afternoon. Number 1 Valley Forge will play tonight at 6 o'clock local time against number 8 Clearwater. And the nightcap tonight, number 12 Central Bible, fresh off that big win on Tuesday night, that huge upset win over number 5 Kuiper. They'll take on a new kid on the block, number 4 Florida Christian. Again, that game 8 o'clock tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. Rosario, left wing, Anthony, side of the rim, no good. Nobody boxed him out. Got a rebound. His putback, no good. Rebound, Muhammad Fall. Got a good look. Did A.J. Anthony off the dribble drive. Lob underneath to Nelson. That ball actually grazed the front of the rim. What if that thing would have went down from midcourt? Right side, Rosario. His 3 came up short. Cumberland the rebound. Cumberland into the lane, put it up. Rosario blocked his shot. Got some good athletes on this Trinity team, as evidence right there. And Bighorn, maybe the best of the bunch in terms of his athleticism, just went right to the rim and put it in. 14-12, little pressure by Trinity. McDaniel to the right wing and Fall. Fall pulls up from 15, no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of McDaniel. He'll bring it back out and reset. Left wing Glanton, 1 dribble, 17-footer in and out. Rebound Alan Usher, the senior from L.A. that is checked in, the only senior on this Trinity team. Usher, 4 points and 3 rebounds. Usher with it for Trinity. Little crossover to the right baseline, and Anthony, and a blocking foul going to be called on Terrell Cumberland as he tried to slow down A.J. Anthony on that right baseline. Foul on Cumberland is his first and the team's second. Kenny Cooper back in for OCU. Wesley Russell as well. James Nelson and Cumberland will sit down. Number 33, Cameron Martell, has checked in for the Lions. Junior from Poplar, Montana, had 4 points and 5 rebounds on Tuesday. He averages 4 points and 3 boards. Right side, Rosario. Here's Anthony for 3 on the rim, no good. Kenny Cooper sky high.